It was a thrill beyond thrills, not just actually witnessing what was taking place, but to be able to experience that through the eyes of these amazing individuals who had put their blood, sweat, and tears for this kind of exploration, which is so incredible. When those first pictures came back, everyone was so overwhelmed, and they were so much earlier than had been anticipated. I've always sensed, even during difficult times here at JPL, always a sense of optimism. And I go back to that great line that if you don't take risks, you're not going to learn anything. And that's why this risk-taking is so critical to our future, to improving the quality of life for us, and again, doing everything that we possibly can to inspire future generations to be as innovative.
We're going to egress and then we're going to drive.
The thing with the first images was, we're safe. It's working.
We now know that we have had a very serious anomaly on the vehicle, and our ability to determine exactly what has happened has been limited by our inability to receive telemetry from the vehicle in basically the last 12 hours or so.
On Sol 18, we were ready to use the rock abrasion tool on that target Adirondack. And when you send the command load and you don't hear anything back from the rover, your stomach gets tight and you think, well, shoot, did I send the wrong thing? Was it, did we make an error? Was the station not listening? Was something misconfigured? And unfortunately, it wasn't. It was the vehicle, and we had a nice anomaly to deal with.
Welcome to Sol 19. Today's objective, based off the fact that we had passed last night with not really intelligible data in terms of making out a telemetry stream. We want to
after every beep, and those are what we would send. We would send a beep, and we would send a command, and we would ask the rover to send just 5 minutes of a carrier signal. You don't even have to put any telemetry on it. You just got to tell us you heard us, and to go through those periods of just nothing. And then you try it again at a different time or at a different rate, and nothing.
Sir, I'm not seeing anything from our displays. You're not seeing any signal at this time?
It's a negative.
Copy that, 4-3. Let's keep on moving.
We had just totally lost control of the vehicle. We had absolutely lost the capability to get the vehicle to do what we wanted it to do. That was a scary feeling. We were out of control. The vehicle was beyond our reach.
Shortly after that, we'll send our beep that we sent yesterday, the real-time command to do the 5-minute carrier-only beep, and we will uplink that at 31.
Suddenly we're going from potential for having a failed surface rover and a potential landing failure just around the corner, as any landing could possibly be. And so I'm thinking that we may, in a matter of days, go from having 2 rovers to 0 rovers.
Carrier-only beep, and we will uplink that at 31.25. If we don't see that,
it's never despair. It's, I wonder what we got here. I wonder if this is going to be permanent. How are we going to go through the problems? What are going to be the tactical part of the problems?
Station 6-3.
Okay, copy that. I'll take it. You want command mode off now?
That's firm. Let's have command mode off too.
Like every 16 hours, the same monitor would reset the timer.
Everything's working as planned so far.
Like a well-oiled machine, isn't it?
We have partial control of the vehicle. We have not achieved today's objectives, however. No, we have not.
And I walked into the MSA, and Cook was kind of smiling, and he said, I think we found it, and I said, it's the flash memory, isn't it? He said, yeah, and that was kind of the beginning of a very positive day.
And good evening from the flight deck at the Opportunity. At this time, we are approximately 5 minutes, 53 seconds from landing at the Meridian plains near the equator of Mars. Weather today at the landing site is expected to be fairly mild, with temperatures averaging about minus 15 degrees C, and there is no chance of rain today. Current velocity is 12,193 miles per hour. Over the next minute, we should begin to receive electronic tones from the spacecraft indicating the gradual deceleration.
Parachute deploy has been detected.
Now, positive indication of parachute deploy. Currently at an altitude of 18,000 feet. At this time, the radar should be active. We expect that the radar will lock up onto the ground. We expect that the airbags will inflate approximately 20 seconds from now. Current altitude 5,000 feet, 168 miles per hour. 4,000 feet.
Radar solution, Matrix 21.
The radar has a positive lock on the ground. We have a retro rocket firing solution. Retro rocket ignition on my mark. This time the retro rocket
has fired.
We have confirmation of retro rockets have ignited. We are now awaiting confirmation of positive signals bouncing on the ground.
We're seeing it on the LTV. Mars, everybody.
And I didn't know he was going to do this, but he grabbed me and he shook me. And I really realized how much tension I'd had in my shoulders and my whole body that day. And I just felt the tension melt away.
Oh, it was so electrified, the atmosphere. Governor Schwarzenegger was there, and he was captivated by all that was happening. The Vice President Gore was there.
There you saw Wayne Lee with Representatives John Culbertson and Adam Schiff.
What was, I think, really most fun for the non-scientists in the room was just watching the faces of the people that had devoted the last several years of their life to this, and seeing their enjoyment and their excitement. And here you have these normally fairly stoic scientific types, not given to great hyperbole, who are going crazy.
Oh, look at this!
I'm just blown away by this. I will attempt no science analysis because it looks like nothing I've ever seen before in my life.
And it showed unambiguously layered bedrock. Couldn't be more than 10 meters away from us. The thing that we were hoping, praying that after, hundreds of meters of driving, maybe we'd find. Maybe. Bang.
What a night. I mean, this team is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the very idea, no one dared dream we would be able to pull off batting 1,000 on this. And yet this was a tremendous testimonial to how NASA, when really focused on an objective, can put every ounce of effort, energy, emotion, and talent to an important task. And this is just a truly remarkable achievement.
I think the American people saw and were able to really get a sense of the passion that is descriptive of everything we do in this agency. And certainly our great colleagues at the Jet Propulsion Lab